Been overweight my whole life and I really wanted to stop and change my entire life because of it. That's why I started my main channel, Body Transformation with TJ, where I share my complete body transformation journey. Before starting this journey, I was determined to follow through, and now I'm already on day 106, which is a tremendous achievement for me. On the other hand, little TJ was a completely different person. He participated in various sports, and due to people judging him because of his weight, he pushed himself harder and harder. The more effort he put in, the better he became in these sports. I was one of the best swimmers in my class back then, and I was also relatively good at table tennis and other skill-based sports. I could hold my own among my friends. However, being overweight always posed a challenge for me. I had a problematic relationship with food. It wasn't too severe, but whenever stressful situations arose, I would overeat. Over the years, this led to weight gain. I had been slightly overweight since birth, but it solidified during my teenage years, especially when I started gaming. I spent so many hours gaming, which led to the development of many bad habits. I regularly ate junk food, processed snacks, and sweets. Indulging occasionally is not a problem, and I showcase that on social media as well. However, the frequency and quantity with which I consumed these foods led to weight gain. I had no understanding of calories until about 4 or 5 years ago, when I started my first significant weight loss journey. Even then, it didn't fully sink in until the last 3 years, when I actively worked on reducing my weight and building muscle mass. It has always been a significant process in my life, but the peak of my weight gain came from gaming. I had many bad habits, but luckily, I never had a penchant for soft drinks or anything like that. I was repulsed by them and never saw them as delicious or healthy. The same goes for alcohol, it never appealed to me. However, I had little understanding of what was truly healthy until I learned about calories about 5 years ago. When it comes to my school days, I occasionally received some derogatory remarks from women, such as, "You're too fat," or similar comments. It didn't bother me much, and instead, it served as motivation to prove them wrong. However, back then, my self-confidence wasn't as high as it is today, which was probably healthier, because otherwise, I would never have embarked on this body transformation journey or shown people that change is possible. I'm incredibly grateful to those who told me that I wasn't good enough as I was, albeit only referring to my physical appearance. They didn't see the cool person I was inside. I was always the nice guy who was liked by everyone and had a lot of fun. I had great friends and enjoyed myself. I rarely had a bad mood throughout my life, except for those few remarks. Eventually, when it came to relationships with women, things didn't work out as expected. If the feeling wasn't mutual, it was okay because maybe they only saw me as a friend. However, I didn't view it positively back then, so I started to change. I must say, it was relatively successful because I had my first girlfriend at 17. However, I was extremely shy and introverted. If I hadn't already been on YouTube making other videos, I probably would have never met my first girlfriend. Being somewhat confident on the internet helped me. However, I was never a great dancer during my school days, which is perfectly fine. During that time, I never fully embraced who I was and wore a mask to hide my true identity. But once I realized that life is so much better when you remove all those masks and just be yourself, you inevitably encounter obstacles. You're no longer the most popular person or the one who can easily fit in. Instead, you have your own opinions, and things change a bit. However, I must say that most people who meet me now still like me. So, in that sense, not much has changed except that I realized I needed to make some additional changes. I also had episodes of extremely high blood pressure. This happened about 2 years ago before I started being active in sports. I would suddenly feel dizzy upon standing up. Those were signs that something wasn't right health-wise, so I decided to make changes. I started going for walks, which was the beginning of my weight loss journey. During that time, I lost 20 kilograms, but I had absolutely no knowledge about nutrition. I only knew about the MyFitnessPal app, so I tracked calories and tried to eat as few as possible each day. On average, I consumed around 1,500 calories, which was a significant calorie deficit because of the daily walks. Additionally, I started exercising, and at one point, I weighed 91 kilograms. For those who follow my body transformation journey, today I weigh 101 kilograms. It's clear that the diet alone didn't work. I viewed it as a diet back then and not as a lifestyle change. That's something I've learned now. And this is when I made the change again. I understood that it's more about lifestyle adjustments, and so on and so forth, but just maybe start with some home workouts because you're too self-conscious to go out because of your weight, which I also had back then. That's why I never went to the gym until I trained with my body weight for a year. Then I finally gained the confidence to go to the gym because I realized, hey, I've improved enough with my body weight, but now I need to go to the gym to continue progressing. Since then, I've loved it. I've never felt judged. I've made so many good friendships and gym buddies. Some friendships even developed from there, but mostly you just know each other, greet each other, and usually go at the same time, so you see the same people. It's great when you have a bit of extroversion in you. On the other hand, those who get to know me through other videos will find out that I'm actually introverted and quite shy. I want to share that with you as well, that you can change that a bit by working on yourself and incorporating new habits. Habits are incredibly important, write that down. If you're setting yourself the challenge of building new habits, trust that it won't always work out. There will be days when you can't do your habit. For example, in my case, I want to stretch every day, but sometimes I don't have the time because I'm at my girlfriend's place or because I've been busy with work or something else, or I come home too late. There will always be days when you can't do something, but I recommend making a list, a habit tracker, where you write down the habits you want to do and try to check off as many boxes as possible each month. If you manage to meditate for 15 days straight, for example, or go for a walk every day for 15 days, that's already better than doing it occasionally. It will also make it easier to increase your streak in the next month, aiming for at least 17 days, and eventually reaching 20 to 30 days of going for a walk every day. See it as motivation, as a little challenge to keep improving. If you say, I haven't eaten sugar for 5 days, and then you have sugar again, that's okay. By the way, sugar is not bad. I receive comments asking if it's bad, but you can eat it. Just remember that it has calories, and I would recommend not eating it regularly because it's not healthy and can trigger old habits. I hope you enjoyed this video and saw my backstory as good advice. I hope you take something valuable for your weight loss journey. Feel free to share your story in the comments below. I'll soon be starting a Discord server where we, as a community, can interact, post our daily progress pictures, and inspire each other to reach our dreams and goals. Have fun, and feel free to subscribe to this channel to support it.